guess it's because despite there being so many sweet cereals out there, I personally don't prefer sweet cereals. So whenever I see a cereal based on a super sweet pastry, I always think, who's gonna eat that?
We will. Start your day with silly and safe. Start your day with sassy and sage. Sincerely, simply, seriously cereal.
Everyone is welcome here.
Hi.
Hey, you.
All right. Hi everyone, I'm Maxwell.
And I'm Jennifer, one of Maxwell's moms. Welcome to Seriously Cereal.
Episode number 416.
Seriously Cereal is made possible by viewers like you.
And by Blue Legacy, a volunteer-run nonprofit dedicated to bringing people together.
You can find out more at
www.seriouslycereal.org. That's right, Spoonie.
Thanks, Spoonie. If you eat your cereal dry, then you are a snacker, like our buddy, Bowler.
Hello!
Hey, Bowler. Or, if you prefer your cereal with milk, then you are a spooner, like our pal, Spoonie.
He's the director.
Yeah.
Every month we create episodes with a theme, and this month's theme is
Unexpected twists.
surprises that take us off guard. Ooh.
Watch out for the unexpected. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh,
Like swissrolls cereal. That's pretty unexpected.
that's mimicry.
Yeah, also true. Alright, Spoonie. Time to talk. Okay, let's get our bowls. Here we are.
You know, I know we've reviewed several cereals based on pastries in the past.
Yeah. Twinkies cereal, Honey Bun cereal, many others, I'm sure.
But I'm always surprised when I see them.
Why's that?
Well, I guess it's because despite there being so many sweet cereals out there, I personally don't prefer sweet cereals. So whenever I see a cereal based on a super sweet pastry, I always think, who's gonna eat that?
We will. It's for the show.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's true. That's true. Surprise is an ancient human response. That's true, and it's good for the body.
Yeah, it helps build our attention and it keeps us focused.
That's very true. What was a time that you were surprised? Was it a good surprise or a not so good surprise?
Let's see what our friends have to say. Alright, Spoonie, it's time to share.
This is Mark again. I had a good surprise a few years ago, and that was I'm at home and I look out and there's this mommy and this daddy duck leading all their ducks down the street. And it was just, they're going, and they're all in a row, and the parent ducks are just keeping them down the street. And I'm hoping that none of the cars come along. And we live up a kind of a hill up above a lake. And so those ducks could smell that water, and that's where they were heading with them. And they were taking all the little babies instead of walking down the street, and they're going into the side road ditch and everything, and then eventually they disappear into the brush. They're going to go down over the hill, they're going to find that lake. But it was just so cool to see all of a sudden you look up and here's this mommy and daddy duck with all these little ducklings right behind it walking down our street.
Hey everyone, my name is Cyan Brodhacker, and a time that I was surprised was when my cousin told me that she was pregnant, and that she wanted me to be the baby's godmother. It was a very good surprise, and I enjoyed it quite a lot. I definitely can't wait to meet my godson.
Hi, my name is Amber, and I'm talking about a time when I was surprised. I think one of the biggest surprises I had was when I found out that I was going to have a son when I was pregnant. I'd never imagined having a son. My husband and I had already picked out a name for a little girl, and when I found out I was gonna have a son, I was kind of shocked. I was very, very worried that I didn't know anything about boys and I was not gonna be a good mom to a boy. So I was having a lot of trouble thinking of a name for my son, and as well as thinking that I was gonna be okay as a mom to a boy. It was a good shock. It was a good surprise. I was in one of my favorite musicals that I was seeing for the first time, and that's when I realized that I was going to be okay and I was going to be a best mom I could be to my son. And so that's what I've tried to do for all of his years, and I think that even though it was a surprise, I think that it was a good surprise, and I am so happy to have a boy and to have a son and to just be his mom.
Hello, this is David. When I was 5 years old, living in the countryside in Scotland, I woke up in the middle of one night and smelled gas. Well, actually, I didn't smell gas, but I could hear gas hissing down below me in the house. So I got out of bed and tiptoed down the creaking stairs into the dark living room. I tiptoed through the living room. Out the corner of my eye, I thought there was a snarling lion about to leap up and tear me apart. But when I looked round again, it turned back into an armchair. Sneaky boy-eating lions are like that. The hissing was coming further back in the house, in the kitchen. Now, we had an electric stove, so the hissing could not be coming from there. I tiptoed through. The cold tiles of the kitchen put a shiver up my spine, but I could tell I was getting closer. The hissing was coming from the back kitchen, because underneath the back kitchen is our coal cellar. That's the dirty, horrible, damp, sooty room where we keep piles of coal to burn in the fire. And I could tell that the hissing was coming from behind the coal cellar door. So brave 5-year-old David, slayer of armchair lions, stretched out his hand to pull open the door, and a huge black cat came leaping out at me. Actually, it wasn't that huge. It was just a regular-sized cat. It was our house cat, Smokey, whom my dad had got locked in there by mistake before he went to bed. But that was a big surprise. It was so much of a surprise that I can still remember that night. 162 years later.
Thank you so much, friends.
What do you guys think? Go on over to seriouslycereal.org and use the mailbox to send us a message.
Yeah, we love hearing from you.
Nutrition time.
Hey, Forkamillion.
A serving size is... There are calories per serving, and each serving has grams of carbohydrates and grams of added sugar. Children should have no more than 12 grams of added sugar each day, and adults should have no more than 24 to 36 grams of added sugar.
Thanks, Forkamillion.
You're welcome.
You know what I'm curious about?
What?
how would a serving of this Swiss roll cereal compare to the actual Swiss rolls it's based on?
Oh, that is a very good question.
Right?
I hadn't really thought about that.
It's curious. I wonder if someone could like compare and contrast those.
That would be a great idea, actually.
Oh.
Oh, hey, Spider.
Hello, Bowler.
Hello, Seriously Cereal Team! I wanted to let you know that what you're reviewing today costs... And there are... servings. Let's figure out how much each serving costs. Divide the price by the number of servings. Ta-da! Math is awesome.
Thank you, Bowler. And thank you too, Spider.
Thanks, Spider. You know, normally with cereals that are higher in sugar, like Swiss Rolls cereal, definitely a dessert cereal there.
Yeah.
Normally, cereals that are higher in sugar are lower in price.
Yeah, but that's not the case this time. 49 cents is 14 cents more than the average.
Yeah, that's very true.
Okay, Spooty, time to taste.
All right, let's do it.
Right, so... Yeah.
Very, very chocolatey smelling. So chocolatey smelling that it killed the hourglass.
Oh no.
Okay.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
But you know what I am noticing? I'm kind of surprised that they're shaped like little spirals, like the Honey Bun cereal.
Like little snails.
But you know, Swiss rolls, they're kind of like they're longer, at least.
Yeah.
This particular brand is the Little Debbie Swiss roll cereal, and with that brand, they usually include Swiss rolls in like a little like the full long. You know,
yeah, more than like a little snail shell like this. They actually more look like a burrito.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
I was expecting something like a Twinkie cereal, where it's like longer, maybe like some sort of like quote unquote filling inside. But yeah, this is very curious. It looks like they all like dusted with something though. So.
They're airy. They are very, very chocolatey. Whatever they are dusted with, which I'm assuming is part of the cocoa, it doesn't come off on your hands. It's not sticky in any way.
Ooh, that is very chocolatey. I can feel it.
And
it is turning the milk chocolate already.
Oh my gosh, yes it is. Okay, and can I just say, not only is it chocolatey, but these taste like Swiss roll chocolate.
You know what?
That very specific.
It actually sure does. How would you describe that kind of chocolate? Because it is a very particular flavor.
Cheap? Cheap chocolate?
Well, I mean, that's not all Swiss rolls have to be cheap.
They are, though. No, I'm not putting them down. What I mean by an inexpensive chocolate is it's not a fancy gourmet chocolate. It's just a basic American milk chocolate flavor. It's not super rich. It doesn't have like an extra depth with like spices like cardamom and nutmeg and cinnamon like some fancier chocolates do. I think it has a high sugar content, which I think we saw from the amount of sugar in the cereal. But it tastes like chocolate. It tastes like cocoa. It tastes like a bite of a Hershey's chocolate bar, just a classic chocolate bar. And even though I'm teasing by saying, it's just cheap chocolate, it's just classic chocolate. Yeah. That's really what it is.
Credit where it's due. I was a little curious because the box advertised it as a crunchy cereal, and Little Debbie Swiss rolls, which again, that's what these are supposed to be. Yeah, they are not crunchy. They're soft. But once they're in milk for a little bit, they actually do soften up quite a bit. Really? And normally I actually don't really care for when a cereal gets quote unquote soggy, but in this case, it's airy enough that I think it does become soft as opposed to soggy, falling apart. It's actually nice.
Okay. So it doesn't get mushy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just not like a big crunch anymore.
Yeah, and it actually does replicate how the consistency of a Swiss rolls decently.
Yeah, because a Swiss roll, it's like a rolled cake with icing, and then the whole thing is like dipped in milk chocolate.
Yeah.
And it's not that the chocolate is hard, it's definitely not, but it does kind of crack when you bite into a Swiss roll. I think it's interesting how they've been able to duplicate a lot of that idea in a cereal. I have to admit, that's kind of impressive. Yeah. In terms of the score,
the sugar is
tastes
high.
like chocolate milk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, let me see if it actually does taste like chocolate milk.
It's so chocolatey.
Yeah. kind of does, honestly.
If someone loves Swiss rolls, they're gonna love this cereal. I mean,
I would also agree.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet I could probably score this pretty high because I do like this, and honestly, I'm starting to find with these the cereals mimicking something else. I know the theme isn't mimicry, but just time back to that because we love that theme.
True. Yeah.
Milk.
It's an unexpected surprise in that it's a pastry cereal.
But the milk. What I was saying is the milk kind of helps with those with the effect for some of these cereals. It adds to that creaminess is what I'm trying to find. So as a spooner, it's almost like I am getting the dairy creaminess of that that little icing they have on actual Swiss rolls, which is.
And I have to admit that as a snacker, because it is coated with I think something that kind of gives us not just the chocolatey flavor, which could be the little, I want to call it a cookie right now, but the piece itself might have the chocolate baked right in because it certainly seems like it. The little coating might be some creamy, sugary, to get that kind of frosting flavor. But even dry, this reminds me so much of a Swiss. I don't know what I'm going to score it. Do you want to go for a walk?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I think I do want to think about this a little bit more.
Okay. Oh!
All right, Spoody. Perfect timing.
Okay.
Time to explore.
Time to explore.
Did someone ask about nutrition? Let's find some answers. Haha. Fantastic. There we are. Let's look at the added sugar in all these sweet treats. Chips Ahoy cookies have 11 grams versus the cereal with 14 grams. Hostess powdered donuts have 14 grams versus the cereal with 13 grams. Hostess honey buns have 24 grams versus the cereal with 14 grams. Kit Kat has 21 grams versus the cereal with 10 grams. Twinkies have 31 grams versus the cereal with 16 grams. And last but not least, Little Debbie Swiss rolls have 26 grams versus the cereal with 15 grams. Nutrition is neat. Thanks for exploring with me. Let's see if those scores are ready.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Did you know that everyone at Seriously Cereal is a volunteer? We are. And you can support the show over at seriouslycereal.org.
Because Seriously Cereal is safe for kids, YouTube turns off comments when we post episodes online. But we love hearing from you. Go to seriouslycereal.org and use the mailbox to write to us. Send us a message and we might read it in a future episode.
Seriously Cereal posts new episodes online every Saturday morning. And also they appear on several public access stations and at seriouslycereal.org.
See you next time.
Bye.
Start your day with silly and safe. Start your day with sassy and sage. Sincerely, simply, seriously, cereal.